Yo, what's going on, everybody? This is LB the Realist with Surrealistic Studios, Surreal News. We're the real. It's surreal. So, it looks like Donald Trump has lost the election. So, it turns out I was wrong. Donald Trump didn't win. I mean, everything is still kind of up in the air right now because there's pending lawsuits. Most of the lawsuits that the Republicans have brought up, or the Trump campaign has brought up, they've been thrown out of court. So far, to my recollection, there hasn't been any known evidence of any voter fraud, any actual voter fraud that's been happening. At least none that the mainstream media or anybody that's, talking about these issues in the mainstream, nothing that they have talked about. So it looks like Biden has won. He's up by, I believe it's 100 and some thousand votes, which is still a lot less, way less than how much Hillary Clinton won over Donald Trump in 2016. Hillary Clinton actually won by, 3 million votes? And they still gave it to Donald Trump. This time around, Joe Biden only won by 100 and some odd thousand votes. But it looks like they're giving it to Biden. The AP called it for Joe Biden. Even Fox News came out and called it for Joe Biden. They gave Arizona to Biden. It seemed as though they gave it to him a little early, even though votes were still being casted, or votes were still being tallied. And it's just a weird situation right now because, everyone's talking about how Trump won't concede, but they're also saying that he's trying to do a silent coup and he's illegally trying to steal the election, which doesn't make sense to me because if he's within a certain margin or a certain percentage, Biden has 49%, Trump has 48%, and he's well within his rights to call for a recount. He's well within his rights to bring up lawsuits. I don't see what the big deal is. I don't see how this is a silent coup when he's doing everything in his power to win this election. I mean, that's how I'm looking at it. Now, I may be wrong. Maybe I'm looking at this the wrong way. You guys tell me in the comment section. But if he's able to do it, meaning he's not, threatening to not leave the White House, he's not, threatening to murder anybody, I don't understand how he's stealing the election. I just don't understand how that's possible. If he's doing everything if he's able to do these things. And the things that he's doing, most of them are getting thrown out of court anyways. So I don't understand how he's stealing the election. But people are saying he's stealing the election. And a lot of people are, if they're not mad about that, they're rejoicing in the fact that Joe Biden and Kamala Harris have won the election. They're actually happy that the author of the crime bill and a self-proclaimed top cop, a top prosecutor here in California, they're actually happy that these two people won the election. Yeah, and I'm hearing a lot of black people, a lot of minorities and people of color actually ecstatic that Joe Biden is our president. Or president-elect at this point. Donald Trump is still our president until, January? And then Joe Biden comes in. So, it's so crazy to me that people actually think that the Democratic Party and Joe Biden, Kamala Harris, that they're a preferred alternative to Donald Trump and the Republicans. When, like I just said, Joe Biden might as well be Bill Clinton, Hillary Clinton, Barack Obama. They stand for the same things. They're basically the same person. But Joe Biden was the actual author of the crime bill and does not apologize for it. He wanted to throw people in jail. This is the same person who threatened to get rid of Social Security and Medicare. This is the same person who's telling everybody around the country not to vote for him and that they should vote for Donald Trump, which a lot of people did, by the way. Donald Trump gained in every category of people except for white males. He gained white women, he gained black men, everybody, Latinos, Asian, everybody. More votes. I believe they said more votes for a Republican in history. Yet he still lost the election, apparently. Now, a lot of people will be conspiratorial, or they'll have their doubts about if he actually won this election or not. Me personally, I think it's fair to say that Donald Trump lost the election. I think it's fair to say. Now, what I was wrong about was, besides Donald Trump winning, there's a lot more support for Joe Biden than I initially suspected. It's just certain. It seems like there's so much support for Donald Trump that it overshadowed the support for Joe Biden. And they're also saying that Joe Biden got more votes than anybody in presidential history, or more votes than Barack Obama, more votes than everybody. Okay. That one's a little harder to believe in my book, but that's just me. But then again, a lot of people, I would say most people, were voting against Trump, not necessarily for Biden. And now everybody's happy. You're ecstatic. Everybody's ready to go back to sleep because Trump, the orange Cheeto president, is not going to be our president any longer. So everybody's ready to go back to sleep. Everybody thinks that corruption in America started with Donald Trump. The Democratic Party thinks that corruption in America started with the Republican Party. And it's just blame, 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 blame. The other side blames the other side. Back and forth, back and forth. And right now, how I'm feeling as though there's nothing to really celebrate. Yeah, a small part of me is like, yeah, I'm happy Donald Trump is not our president. But then I remember, well, then who is our president? Oh, shit. It's creepy Uncle Joe Biden. Creepy, sleepy Uncle Joe Biden. Mr. Crime Bill Biden. And top cop prosecutor Kamala Harris. But she's the first woman VP, right? She's the first black woman as vice president. So we're supposed to take that and be we're supposed to be happy, ecstatic. We're supposed to be joyous in this occasion. Even though Kamala Harris locked people up for cannabis convictions. Even though she withheld evidence that would have let people out of jail just so she can keep them in jail for the cheap labor. This is the same woman that I swear reminds me of Hillary Clinton so much. She laughs like Hillary Clinton. She smiles like Hillary Clinton. She's Hillary Clinton 2.0. And she's a little dark-skinned, so people are going to bypass and overlook every corrupt, fucked up thing she's ever done in her career because she's half black. Everybody's going to just discount everything Joe Biden did in his career, everything this man said, because de facto he's not Trump. And you guys wonder why we got Trump in the first place. You wonder why we're still stuck in the same corrupt system that we're in. Because people don't want to explore the truth. People don't want to get to the root causes of these issues. They just want to focus on the surface level bullshit that doesn't really matter in the grand scheme of things. Let me tell you, 4 years of Donald Trump didn't scare me at all. Didn't scare me at all. And you know what? I'm still here. And you know what? I understand a lot of people aren't here. Now, whether that's directly or indirectly because of Donald Trump, we'll leave that on another video. But if you want to take that route, how many people is Joe Biden responsible for? How many deaths is the Democratic Party and Joe Biden responsible for? How many people in prison and convicted of cannabis-related of crimes, how many people is Kamala Harris responsible for? Last time I checked, Donald Trump didn't start any new wars. He didn't start any new wars. He may have continued the wars we're already in. Mind you, he's actually withdrawing some of the troops in Afghanistan and Iraq, I believe. Some of them. He's still keeping some, but he said that he wants to get rid of all the troops, I believe, by January, around the time he's no longer president. And every day they're supposed to be, withdrawing troops. Or is it every day, or is it a certain period of time? I'm not sure on that one. Don't quote me, but he withdrew some troops and kept some troops there, and he wants to withdraw more until there's no troops there by the time he's out of office. We got that versus the man who actually voted for the Iraq war. But we're supposed to be joyous. We're supposed to be happy. I'm not happy, folks. I'm not happy at all. And I sincerely hope that Joe Biden and Kamala Harris do something different than they've done in the past, because their past is not looking good for our future. And that's just keeping it 1,000. Wow. That's keeping it 100. Their past does not look good for our future. And you can say whatever you want to say about Trump. Say he's racist, say he's an asshole, whatever you want to say. He's done some things that are a lot better than Joe Biden. And that's fact. He did the First Step Act, at least, for black people. What did Biden do for black people? Sent them to prison with the crime bill. But we're supposed to believe that Joe Biden is better for black people than Donald Trump. Got Van Jones crying on CNN. Crying, tears on CNN because Joe Biden is our president and Donald Trump is no longer our president. I swear, if I have to watch another black man cry on national news because Joe Biden won the election, I swear, folks, I swear, oh my goodness. So this is where we're at, folks. We got people actually going back to sleep already because Joe Biden won. So it's going to be up to people like me. It's going to be up to people like, Jimmy, people like Nico House, people like Jamal Thomas and Kyle Kalinske to really stay on track and to let people know we're not erasing all of the shit. We're not going to just speed past all of the bullshit that they're responsible for. For 4 years, the mainstream media covered Donald Trump's empty podium. Everything fucked up Donald Trump said, tweeted, did, they covered it. So now we're going to do the exact same thing for Joe Biden. We're going to keep that same level of energy for Joe Biden. Don't go back to sleep. Pay attention to everything he's doing. Pay attention to the bills he's signing. Pay attention to his executive actions. Pay attention to the words that he's saying. He came out and said that he wants to focus on getting rid of the coronavirus and healing the nation. Just platitudes. Yeah, I get it. Get rid of coronavirus. I understand that. But healing the nation, coming together, platitudes, bullshit, nonsense, non-practical, non-policies. Nobody cares about policy anymore. They just care about getting the orange man out of the office. Well, guess what? He's out of the office now. He's about to be out of the office now. And I hope y'all keep the same level of energy that you did for Donald Trump, for Joe Biden. Because in a lot of ways, just to keep it 1,100, he's worse. And that's just the facts. In a lot of ways, Joe Biden is worse than Donald Trump. And I'm hoping in these next 4 years, he does something different and transformative for the country, for the positive. And when he does it, if he does it, I will be here to tell you about it. And I will give credit where it's due. But until then, you best believe we're going to be watching that ass like the Hawks. And all you people who had something to say about Donald Trump, we're going to remember you as well. Because it's fine if you had criticism about Donald Trump. That's fine. I'm not harping on you criticizing Donald Trump. I'm harping on you criticizing Donald Trump, but bypassing everything else that Kamala Harris and Joe Biden have, bypassing everything they've done. Just because you want the orange man out of the office. That's what I'm criticizing. So, You guys keep your eyes and your ears tuned, because it's been a wild ride, and it's going to continue to be a wild ride with Joe Biden in the office for these next 4 years, and Kamala Harris as his VP. Mind you, he's not putting anybody progressive in his cabinet. Everybody in his cabinet are from Wall Street, pharmaceutical companies, pro-war, pro-corruption, pro-nonsense. But we're supposed to vote for Joe Biden and Kamala Harris because they're somehow better than Donald Trump and the Republicans. Because who they pick is going to be better than who Donald Trump picks and the Republicans. But there is no real conclusive evidence of that, because all I'm seeing is the same warhawk, pro-Wall Street, pro-corruption, bullshit cabinet members that we've always seen and that these people pick. There was a story that came out that said Citigroup picked Obama's cabinet. Citigroup. The big banks picked Obama's cabinet. I wonder who's picking them for Joe Biden. I gotta go, folks. Let me know what you think of this video in the comment section below. Like it, share it, comment, and subscribe. Love, peace, and light. Until next time, folks, I'm out. Be good.